I am Detective Steve Spell of the Collier County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit. On May 4th, 1993 at approximately 10:20 p.m., deputies from the Collier County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to the Long John Silver's restaurant at 975 Pine Ridge Road in North Naples in reference to an armed robbery and shooting in progress. A cook at the restaurant told deputies that he was working when two men wearing masks entered the restaurant through the back door, pointed a gun at him and two other employees, and ordered them to get on the floor. He told deputies he ran to the drive-thru and escaped through the window. He then ran to the nearby 7-Eleven store for help. When deputies arrived at Long John Silver's, they found the assistant manager, Timothy Dean Gorsuch, on the floor suffering from an apparent gunshot wound to the head. Mr. Gorsuch was transported to Naples Community Hospital, where he died the following afternoon. Deputies also met with another restaurant employee who stated that he was taking out the trash when two men entered the restaurant wearing masks and pointed a gun at the employees. He said he did as the robbers demanded and dropped to the floor. The employee stated that the robbers then asked Mr. Gorsuch, the assistant manager, to open the safe. Mr. Gorsuch fumbled with the dial and was unable to open the safe. The employee stated that he then heard shots fired and saw Mr. Gorsuch drop to the floor. The robbers left the restaurant through the back door, where they encountered a Long John Silver's employee who was off duty. She stated that she was on her way to the drive-thru window to pick up some shrimp to take over to her boyfriend's house several minutes before the drive-thru was scheduled to close at 10 p.m. She stated that upon pulling into the restaurant parking lot, she drove her car to the rear of the building where she saw two men standing by the back door. She stated that she initially thought the men were employees, but as she drove closer, she realized they were not. She stated that the smaller of the two men approached her open car window and struck her on the left side of her face with what she described as a metal pipe. Both men then took off on foot northbound behind the nearby Beacon Bowl bowling alley. The woman who had her 2-year-old son in the car said she then drove to the 7-Eleven store where she saw one of her co-workers talking to deputies. She told deputies that the man who struck her was not wearing a mask. She was able to provide information to detectives for a composite sketch of the man. She described the man as black, around 15 to 17 years old, about 5 feet 8 inches tall, and 150 pounds, with a medium build. He was wearing a blue shirt and blue jeans. She described the second man as black, approximately 6 foot 1 inches tall, and 250 pounds, with a stocky, muscular build. He was wearing a white shirt and blue jeans. Deputies conducted a perimeter search, but no suspects were found. The Collier County Sheriff's Office has investigated several tips and leads related to this case. The case remains under investigation. I am hopeful someone will come forward with information about this case that will lead to an arrest and conviction. Anyone with information about this case is asked to call the Collier County Sheriff's Office at 239-252-9300.